Your number is number 8 this week, my gorgeous Leo, and that simply means that this stage of your life is rather important, you know, because right now it is time for you to liberate yourself. It is time for you to liberate yourself. And I think what exactly am I talking about? It's going to be rather obvious to you right at the beginning of this week. You really need to be 100%, 1000% honest with yourself at this stage of your life. If you're happy or you're not happy. Because, you know, I think that something has come to an end in your life, and I think it's time for you to be honest with you what this is, and it's time for you to walk away from that aspect of your life, because the longer you leave it, you know, the worse it's going to get. And I'm not trying to be dark or negative or anything like that, and I'm not, you know, and I'm also not saying that you're not going to be able to deal with this aspect of your life later on, but I'm just saying, so you will be able to, of course, you can do this at any time you want whatsoever, but I'm just saying that you are reaching this crucial stage of your life where you really need to be honest with yourself what this exactly is and where exactly this is coming from. And you know, something is going to happen, something is going to take place right at the beginning of this week, and something is, you know, kind of going to you know, make you sad a little bit. And you know, this aspect of your life, it's also going to remind you of the fact that you have been unhappy, you know, with this particular aspect of your life for a while now, and this is why I need you to stand strong. Okay, so the bottom line is that something has come to an end in your life a while back, and I think that the way things are going to happen and unfold at around the beginning of this week, but it's also a lot to do with what's going to happen prior to that moment in time. All this is going to be leading towards the moment in time when your eyes are going to open, and you know what? You're not going to feel down, you're not going to feel sad, you're not going to feel negative. You know, you're actually going to start to feel really excited, and you will know that this new life is waiting for you. And instead of feeling down and negative, you know, this sense of excitement is going to take over, and you will be able to see things crystal clear. Some kind of fog is about to be lifted, and not only you're going to be really excited to move forward with your life, but you're actually going to be keen, you know, you're going to be so keen to do this, like ASAP, like literally. And don't forget about the fact that number 8, it's actually a really lucky number. It's your number as well, my gorgeous Leonie, but it's also like a really lucky number as well in general, which means that especially when you do things that come to you spontaneously, you are going to have a good luck. Anything that you decide to do with money, with finances and career, you are going to have a good luck with. Anything official, anything legal, you are going to have a good luck with. And with, you know, with things in general, you will, you know, a good luck is going to be on your side. And this is what I need you to remember. Having said that, my gorgeous Leonie, at around the beginning of this week, you see, you are going to run into some kind of a problem. This is not related to this, okay? So this is something to do, this is something on its own. I don't really want to sound like confusing or anything like that, but this is separate to what I've just said, okay? Also, maybe I should have said like also, at around the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Leonie, do you know what? There is no other way of saying this, but you are going to run into some kind of an obstacle. You are going to run into some kind of a problem. Something is going to be so delayed. Listen to me very carefully, and I need to be extremely straight here when I'm saying this. And I'm going to say this because this has got nothing to do with what I started this reading with. Do you understand what I mean? This has got nothing to do, no, I'm just checking something. This has got nothing to do with what I just started this reading with. Sorry, I'm just burning these things here against mosquitoes. Yeah, so I just really want to make this make sure you understand this. What am I saying right now? It has got nothing to do with the way I started this reading with and what you need to walk away from. Do you understand me? This is something completely different. So yes, on another hand, this week is going to be quite deep, quite different, but a lot is going to be resolved in your favor. So what I was going to say is that also at around the beginning of this week, you are going to run into some kind of an obstacle. You're going to run into some kind of a problem. Something is going to be delayed. Something that you're so waiting for, like, oh my God, and you're getting quite nervous at this stage of your life. To be quite honest with you, you're getting like a little bit anxious. Something specific you're gonna be waiting for, something that you've been waiting for a while, my gorgeous Leonie. Some kind of information, some kind of a news, some kind of a progress, maybe something specific you will be waiting for at the beginning of this week. And this is going to cause this obstacle, a bit of a problem, because something will be delayed. Now, I know that you're gonna be like a little bit frustrated, okay, because it's something that's been delayed over and over again. Maybe you didn't realize that before, but most certainly you will realize this now. And I know that you're gonna feel like a little bit frustrated, and I know that you're gonna be thinking like, oh my God, maybe I should just stop this, maybe I should just finish this, maybe I should just, walk away from this, for example. But because this in itself has caused a bit of a stagnation in your life, to be quite honest with you. This in itself has caused a little bit of stagnation in your life, and you have this worry that, oh my God, this stagnation, it's like kind of going to carry on. And you have to listen to me very carefully. You must not end this. You must not walk away from this, okay? I know how I started this reading with. I said you need to walk away from something that has come to an end. That is different to this. Do you understand me? Because this is to do with something that has been delayed and it caused a problem in your life. This is going to be a clear sign and clear indication that you need to be persistent. You need to carry on with this, okay? It is very important for you to understand whatever this is, my gorgeous Leonie, whatever you're waiting for, when related to this, it's going to happen a week after this. A week after, 1 week after. You just need to wait another week and you will have a rather pleasant information, baby. You will have a rather pleasant news. I see it like such a big victory, and at the same time, because at the same time you're going to overcome such a big obstacle, such a big issue, such a big problem. So all you need to do is just wait another week, and this, whatever has been delayed, it's going to be resolved. The bottom line is whatever you're waiting for, it's going to happen a week after, where you are going to resolve this problem. You're going to overcome a really big obstacle. And I'm not being funny, but I can see you smiling. I can see you being ecstatic. I can see you being funny. I can see you being funny. I can see you being funny. I can see you being like really excited, and and it is to do with like a rather big victory in your life. And you're also going to be so excited because you will know that there is going to be such an important conversation you're going to be able and you're going to need to have with somebody after this moment in time, like some kind of conversation, some kind of negotiation. and you are going to be so happy with the outcome when it comes to this as well. But this is the part of this, but it's the next stage of this. So this is all going to go on the next stage, this is all going to go on the next level. So this is why I need you to be really strong. And to make things worse, going back to that problem, that I was talking about, that something that was delayed related to this, to make things worse, that in the meantime, as I said, you will be worrying, that you will be thinking, should I stop this? Shall I move on from this? No, baby, no. And to make things worse, what I didn't mention before is that you are going to hear some kind of a gossip. You need to be strong. You need to be strong. You need to ignore gossips. You're gonna, to make things worse, in the meantime, I said to you, in 1 week time, everything is going to be resolved. You're going to be so happy. You're going to have a massive smile on your face, baby. No doubt about it whatsoever. But I didn't mention that also there is going to be some kind of a gossip in the meantime. This is when you become aware of this problem. This is when you become aware of the fact that this, something is going to be delayed. And at around that time, you're going to be worrying because that your life is going to go into stagnation, as I said, and you're also going to be thinking about like kind of finishing this, stopping this, or moving away from this, whatever this is. It's an important aspect of who you are. It's an important aspect of your journey. And also what I didn't mention is that you are going to hear some kind of a gossip. I just want to prepare you for this, so you don't lose your strength, you don't lose your power. You're going to hear some kind of a gossip, when it comes to this, and don't allow this gossip, to actually affect your creativity, because this gossip is going to kind of increase this doubt and suspicion that you've had about this problem that has delayed. It's going to increase your doubt and suspicion, and it's going to make you worry even more. For example, my gorgeous Leonie. So this is what I wanted to mention, just to ignore this. You need, you need to ignore this. It's very, very important indeed. And also my gorgeous Leonie, that also there is a very, like a really nice and smart person at around the beginning of this week. It's really going to motivate you. Somebody very nice, somebody very smart, somebody really mature, somebody really responsible, somebody with rather enhanced third psychic eye. This particular person is really going to inspire you to kind of keep on being persistent as well. This person is going to be keep on inspiring you to keep on being persistent, which I think it's like, my gorgeous Leonie, I think it's like brilliant. And in order to also keep on being persistent when it comes to this problem, and when it comes to this thing that was, like kind of delayed, in order to keep on being persistent with this, there is something really brave that you're gonna need to do. Some kind of a brave step, some kind of a brave move, and it's about you knowing also which adjustment do you need to make. You're going to need to make an important adjustment as well, in order to not to follow old ways. In order not to follow old ways. And this is ever so important, what exactly is going to come out of it, because this adjustment is about you doing the right thing around something that has been that makes you feel really, really unhappy. And it's also like kind of, it also has been affecting your creativity. This beautiful person is really going to inspire you also, like to, not only to be persistent with all this in general, you see, but also which kind of brave step or brave, bold move you need to make, in terms of like which adjustment do you need to make. Something that has been like really affecting your creativity, at the back of your mind. And this is something that I wanted to mention as well. And also, my gorgeous Leonie, when it comes to the beginning of this, oh gosh, sorry. When it comes to the never mind. When it comes to the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Leonie, you are what I was going to say now. Yes, when it comes to the beginning of this week and when it comes to the midweek, you know, this is just so important to mention. You really need to stop doing something. Like, you're gonna realize that maybe you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing, like in terms of it's really not good for you. And it could be absolutely anything. Do you understand what I mean? There are so many different people, everybody's on a different path, you know, everybody's on a different journey, so many spirits, you know, and you know, it's like this is a lot to do with through your own realization. From around the beginning of this week towards the midweek, you will realize that it's just going to come to you, that there is something that you need to stop doing. Maybe it's going to come to you like intuitively. Oh, I may be like drinking too much, or please don't get me wrong, please don't get me wrong, you know, I'm just using something, you know, as an explanation. Maybe it's just going to come to you like, oh my God, I'm drinking too much, or something like that, and then boom, at that moment in time you will realize, oops, do you know what, I actually do, maybe I should do something about it. And then maybe you're working too much, maybe you're just not enjoying your life, you know, because you've just been working so hard. It really depends what this is, but this is really affecting your quality of life, and that's why you need to do something about it. Or maybe on another hand, perhaps somebody who is very close to you, or somebody who you know is going to mention this to you, and then you're really going to feel like what this person is actually saying. So it's really time to do something about it, because it's going to start affecting your quality of life, and you don't want that. You don't want to be silly, you know, you don't want to ignore the obvious. And I think that this is really pretty much so gonna kind of be you know, you will realize this, there is no doubt about it. And also when it comes to the midweek, you know, someone is like, again, it is about you coming across this couple of people, you know, couple of people that you dearly love, that you dearly like. Maybe you don't know them that well, or maybe you do know them really well. All I can say to you that you are gonna feel really connected to this couple of people at around the midweek that you are going to come across, and they really are so much going to inspire you. You will really feel how happy they are with what they have done and what they have achieved in their life. You will clearly feel how happy they are when it comes to them enjoying their life. And there is something very unique about these people, and there is something very unique about their lifestyle. Do you know that they are really going to inspire you so beautifully, you know, they are really going to inspire you so beautifully when it comes to your life in general, and when it comes to you seeing things from a completely different perspective on what you should do and what you shouldn't do, what you should be focusing on and what you should be ignoring. You know, it is going to be like really enlightening for you, because somehow, you know, you will realize what you are so great at through these people without even them telling you anything. And it's all about this wonderful energy these people are going to be projecting. Through this energy, it all depends the way you're going to think and what exactly you're going to be focusing on, my gorgeous Leonie. And you're going to realize that, you know, these people are really going to bring the best in you, because you're also going to realize what exactly you're so good at, what exactly you're so great at, you know. And this in itself, you know, you will realize within the next couple of days later that actually you're going to go into it, you're going to start exploring, and now things are going to be different, things are going to be felt on a completely different level, and you're going to realize that I don't know what you're going to find out, something major, because you're going to realize that you've got unlimited possibilities, and you're going to be like, oh my God, what am I waiting for? What have I been waiting for? And you're also going to realize the importance of reorganizing your life right now. the sooner you reorganize your life and make a space for this, the sooner you're going to have the results of your efforts. And this is what I need you to understand, because this in itself, it's the time of your life where you need to trust yourself. This is going to lead towards you really kind of having some kind of like a big reward which is actually going to come out of it. You are going to realize what your real capabilities actually are, and you're going to be blown away. And that's where you're going to find it so rewarding. And the fact that you are going to feel so proud of yourself through this, and the people who know you, you know, are going to really kind of respect you, you know, admire you. Oh my God, this is amazing. This is absolutely incredible. What can I say? And by the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, my gorgeous Leon, it is very important for you to take a little break and chill out. Take a little break and relax. It's gonna do you so good. And especially if you are able to do this at around the end of this particular week. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's a lot to do with the particular week that we are in. It's a lot to do with the particular dates. It's a lot to do with this particular energy, which is going to be like kind of taking over. And especially at around the end of this week, it will be crucial for you to do something meaningful for yourself. Like for example, if you just kind of chill out a little bit, relax, go and have a little break if you can. Oh my God, try to do absolutely anything you possibly can do in order to have some kind of a little break. And I know it's so easy for me to say, but try to do it. Who cares? Put yourself as a priority number one. You're the most important thing on this journey. And if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of anybody else. You're not going to be able to take care of anything else. You're not going to be able to protect yourself. You're not going to be able to protect your creativity. So I'm afraid to say, no matter how harsh this is, you should put everything else on hold. And I'm not saying, oh, you need to go on a break to Honolulu, you know, for like about a month. No, I'm not saying that you should go for a break to Honolulu for a month. If you could, why not? You know what I mean? Brilliant. Honolulu is amazing. Do you know what I mean? But I'm just saying that when I say a break, maybe a one day or maybe a couple of days, do something really nice. Go somewhere really nice. There is something magical going to happen as long as you do this. Okay, there is something magical going to happen as long as you do this. There is some kind of a confidence and strength that you are going to take, that is going to take over. And you're also going to have a mind-blowing insight. Maybe this is going to happen at a time when you're having a little breaky break, or maybe this is going to happen at a time when you're finished with this break, when you're feeling rejuvenated and refreshed. Or maybe this is even going to happen on your way to this particular break, but you have to include this break. You need to do this because there is this confidence which is going to take over. It's impossible for me to explain the way this is going to happen, because you're going to find yourself within completely different dimension. It's about a door you're about to enter, and you are going to have this mind-blowing insight, this realization you wouldn't have otherwise. Suddenly, boom, 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 you are going to realize, what do you need to protect in your life? Which possessions of yours, for example, do you need to protect? What do you need to protect that belongs to you? That's what you're going to realize. And you're going to realize that there is something heartbreaking you're going to need to do. And don't get me wrong, you know, you're going to realize that there is something heartbreaking you're going to need to do in order to achieve this. But if you don't make this heartbreaking step, heartbreaking move, something that you don't want to do clearly, you're not going to be able to broaden your horizons right now. All this is about protecting what's yours, but at the same time there is a more to it, there is a bigger picture. It's about you broadening your horizons at the same time, because this is going to lead towards like the life of like luxury. That's what I see. This is going to lead towards, you know, one of the biggest rewards ever, you know, and you must not allow You must not allow yourself to be outsmarted. You must not allow yourself to be outsmarted. So all you need to do is I know it's like there is going to be some kind of a teamwork, which is going to be ever so important for a while, but it doesn't matter, because this is going to lead towards your own major victory and mental clarity. So now, my gorgeous Leonie, I'm just going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. I'm just going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week, my gorgeous Leonie. Let's just see. Oh my God, surprise, surprise. And what did I tell you? What was I just telling you? 3 of coins, a teamwork. It's all about teamwork and it's all about collaboration, you know. So that's exactly what I was saying to you right now. I mean, this is a major confirmation, and it also means that you should do this. It's about an important collaboration, and it also means to me that, you know, I see number 33. I see very strongly number 33. So if you see number 33 at any given moment throughout this week, if you come across this number 33, you know, you also need to quickly pay attention to what you're avoiding in your mind. This is going to be a reminder that you're avoiding something, subconsciously maybe even. So this is really going to awake you. So this is why this is going to be so important. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.